Well, how about that? It's my 30th birthday. And what better way to celebrate it than to say, I'm Show60 and welcome to my brand new series called In Character. A show where I analyze your favorite characters in fictional history and analyze them to the utmost detail. Of course, like all analysis series, it's subject to a mistake here or two, so you're welcome to correct me in the comment section if you know something that I don't. In our first inaugural episode, we'll be talking about
Trainer Green from Pocket Monsters Red, Green, and Blue.
俺はポケモン図鑑を集めながら完璧なポケモンを探した。いろんなタイプのポケモンに勝ちまくるようなコンビネーションを探した。そして今、俺はポケモンリーグの頂点にいる。レッド、この意味がわかるか？
意味？
教えてやる。この俺様が世界で一番強いってことなんだよ。
In 1996, Game Freak and Nintendo released Satoshi Tajiri's masterpiece, Pocket Monsters Red and Green, to Japanese children who happen to own a Game Boy. Ultimately, it would receive an international release under the subtitles Red and Blue 2 years later. It became a commercial success and continues to become a worldwide treasure throughout. The premise of the Pokemon franchise is this. You step into the shoes of a young aspiring Pokemon trainer, and your job is to fulfill your professor's wish of completing the Pokemon Zukan, or Pokedex, by capturing and training over 150 titular creatures. The numbers double with each generation, so be prepared. In the midst of this, you go to Pokemon gyms and battle their respective leaders, go toe-to-toe with rivals and evil organizations, travel Champion Road to face the 4 Heavenly Kings, or the Elite Four, and become the Pokemon League champion, and so on. The success of this franchise has resulted in anime, manga, and other games, clothing, costumes, fan guides, etc. It's one of the quintessential JRPGs of the gaming community. Now, before I go any further, I shall point out that I'll be covering Green from the games unlocalized or tampered with, and the same will apply to his Pokemon since his choices are based on the players. As such, I'll be using information from the Pocket Monster The Origin anime to help remove any player influence. I will not be pulling info from the 1997 anime series. After all, Shigeru, or Gary, is not green, just as Satoshi is not red! Also, no info will be used from Pocket Monster Yellow since it is based on the 1997 adaptation as well. Trainer Green is the grandson of Professor Okido, and the close friend of the player, Trainer Red. They're both residents of Masada Town and are big fans of the world of Pokemon, where monsters of varying kinds are part of the ecosystem of Earth. The Christmas Colors make their way to the Pokemon Lab and meet up with Okido, beginning their journey into getting to fully understand Pokemon. Knowing that the journey has its dangers, Okido provided the two kids 3 starter Pokemon to serve as their travel guides and bodyguards.
Well, the grand scheme of things, at least you won't have to worry too much about being mugged or creeped out at night. Especially when you're trying to get home from work.
As Red picks his Pokemon, Green decides to select his own, based on the weakness of the player's starter. This setup will be the basis of every flagship Pokemon game. More on that later. The duo of the season's greetings are also provided their own Pokemon Zukan, or Pokedex, a digital database that provides information on sighted and captured Pokemon. Upon this, Green vanguards his way into completing the Pokemon Zukan and capturing Pokemon to one of the main protagonists. Throughout the course of the first game, the two randomly meet each other, mostly to test each other's Pokemon through battle. As promised, he would always be one step ahead of Red. This also implies that he has already challenged the gym leaders, the 4 Heavenly Kings, and has claimed the seat of Pokemon League champion by the near end of the game. However, Red catches up to Green, and after an intense battle, Green loses and is given a stern lecture by his grandfather before inducting Red into the Pokemon League. In the events of Gold, Silver, Crystal, and their updates, Green becomes the successor of former Team Rocket leader Sakaki's Tokyo City Gym, serving as gym leader. Unlike Sakaki, however, who uses rock types, Green is more diverse. He is also rumored to be Kanto's most powerful trainer.
Which we all know that's horseshit.
Okay, let's be honest here.
Green is a dick.
His cocky and self-serving persona is his main attribute throughout the start of the franchise. He does everything for himself and is quick to project his insecurities onto his competition. And he's very foul-mouthed in nature. Otherwise, he's very cunning and competitive. He seeks to be the best at what he specializes in and hopes to be the greatest Pokemon trainer in the world. With that, he's very hardworking, though it's mostly because of him not wanting to be usurped by Red. In later games, however, he's more humble and less of a fucking dick cheese, but he still retains his passionate and competitive attitude. Green has no inherent discernible traits or special abilities of his own. He is, however, a skilled and hardworking Pokemon trainer, all of which is attributed to his grandfather's education, but his previously mentioned behavior can get the better of him to where it can hinder his otherwise incredible skill and strategy. For this episode, we will discuss his team of powerful Pokemon. This will explicitly cover his champion team and will be based on Trainer Red using Hitokage as his starter. All Pokemon will also be based on their maxed out stats and possible evolutions. This will include his Tokiwa Gym team if possible. In the case of Red and Green, his favorite Pokemon to use for this fight is Pidgeot, level 61. The attacks being Wing Attack, Mirror, Whirlwind, and Sky Attack. Fudine, level 59, uses Psychic, Psybeam, Reflect, and Recover. Sidon, level 61, uses Leer, Tail Whip, Fury Attack, and Horn Drill. Windy, level 63, uses War, Leer, Ember, and Takedown. Nashi, level 61, uses Hypnosis, Barrage, and Stomp. This is the only Pokemon so far to use only 3 attacks throughout this champion fight. And lastly, his starter Pokemon who evolved to Comex is at level 65, using attacks such as Blizzard, Withdraw, Bite, and Hydro Pump. All of these attacks are possibly trainer influenced. In the Tokiwa team, there are a total of 9 Pokemon, 6 defaults from the original Gold and Silver version, and 3 that will replace certain Pokemon in the Heart Gold and Soul Silver version updates respectively. Let's start with the first 6 defaults. Nashi level 58 uses no particular special moves or has any items on hand. But this Nashi's base attacks is Sunny Day, Leech Seed, Egg Bomb, and Solar Beam. Fudine is level 54, also uses no particular special moves. However, this one's base attacks are Recover, Psychic, Reflect, and Disable. Windy level 58, same case. Base attacks include Roar, Swift, Flamethrower, and Extreme Speed. Sidon is level 56. His attacks are Fury Attack, Sandstorm, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. Level 58 Gyarados uses Twister, Hydro Pump, Rain Dance, and Destruction Beam. Level 56 Pidgeot uses Wing Attack, Whirlwind, Quick Attack, and Mirror Move. Now as for the Heart Gold and Soul Silver selection, Kairiki uses No Guard and is at level 56, using Thunder Punch, Earthquake, Dynamic Punch, and Stone Edge as base attacks. Level 70 Dulcidon uses Solid Rock as a special move, with attacks such as Earthquake, Stone Edge, Mega Horn, and Thunder Fang. And lastly, we have Bangiris, level 70. Sandstream is his special move. Base attacks include Low Kick, Rock Slide, Fire Fang, and Earthquake. Now here's some things to make mention of. Green has become the first champion of the Indigo League to achieve the title at age 11, with the second becoming Iris. It's also implied that he was the first to succeed Dragon Master Wataru of the Four Kings as champion. However, Wataru might not have been the first to become a Pokemon League champion. His base design would be the inspiration for the Game Boy Advance JRPG Golden Sun. Upon his demotion from Pokemon League champion, he took up the title of Gym Leader as last mentioned, replacing Sakaki as the Gym Leader for Tokiwa City's gym. His last off-screen mentioning was in Pocket Monster X and Y, where a woman from Yale City who was reading a magazine mentions that Green had made a few visits to the metropolis, but vanishes mysteriously as he appeared.
You know, despite being a dick at the very start of the series, Trainer Green is practically one of the greatest characters in video game history. he has gone to great strides, rivaling that of his player rival, Trainer Red. And with that said, that's all for today on In Character. Tune in next time where we'll be covering everyone's favorite Red Pirate. So until next time, this is Show 60 saying, Johnny, catch you later.